In October 1802, Toussaint Louverture lay dying in a cold French prison cell. Napoleon Bonaparte believed Haiti's revolution would die with him. Instead, within 12 months, France would suffer its most devastating military defeat since the Crusades. How did a collection of former slaves accomplish what the greatest European powers could not? The final phase of Haiti's revolution isn't just a forgotten military miracle. It's the blueprint of resistance that colonial powers have worked to erase from our collective memory. Today, we're examining the critical final phase of the Haitian Revolution, 1802 to 1803, when the fate of the world's first black republic hung by a thread. These 18 months determined not just Haiti's destiny, but also altered the entire geopolitical landscape of the Americas. By 1802, the revolution had already achieved remarkable successes. Former slaves had defeated local planters, British invaders, and Spanish forces. Toussaint Louverture had established control over the entire island of Haiti and created a constitution that abolished slavery forever. But Napoleon Bonaparte had different plans. At the height of his power, he dispatched his brother-in-law, General Charles Leclerc, with over 40,000 veteran troops, France's largest overseas expedition in history. Their mission: restore slavery and French control. When Leclerc arrived with this massive force in February 1802, he employed both military might and deception, eventually capturing Toussaint through treachery in June 1802. The leadership vacuum and rise of new generals. With Toussaint imprisoned in France, leadership fell to his lieutenants, primarily Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Henri Christophe, and Alexandre Pétion. Initially, these generals cooperated with the French, but Napoleon's true intentions became clear when he officially reinstated slavery in Guadeloupe in May 1802. Dessalines, once dismissed by Europeans as merely Toussaint's brutal enforcer, emerged as a brilliant strategic mind who understood one critical truth: no compromise with France was possible. The yellow fever factor. Nature itself joined the resistance. Yellow fever erupted among French troops unaccustomed to tropical diseases. By September 1802, General Leclerc himself succumbed to the disease, writing to Napoleon before his death, "We have been destroyed by the climate." Rochambeau, his replacement, responded with unprecedented brutality, drowning prisoners, using dogs to hunt rebels, and creating the infamous death barge where captives were sealed below deck and suffocated by burning sulfur. The unification of forces. Rochambeau's cruelty accomplished what years of revolutionary rhetoric couldn't. It united Haiti's complex racial hierarchy. Free people of color, who had often remained neutral or supported the French, now joined the rebellion en masse. In October 1802, Dessalines orchestrated a ceremony at Arcueil, where he famously ripped the white from the French tricolor flag, creating Haiti's blue and red banner. His message was clear: no middle ground remained. The final campaign. By early 1803, revolutionary forces controlled most of the countryside while French troops held coastal cities. Dessalines demonstrated tactical brilliance, avoiding major pitched battles where French artillery and training gave them an advantage. Instead, he employed guerrilla tactics, night raids, and systematic destruction of plantations to deny resources to the enemy. Each French victory proved hollow, as they conquered towns only to find empty shells with no strategic value. The Battle of Vertières. The revolution culminated at the Battle of Vertières on November 18, 1803. Outside Cap Français, today's Cap Haitien, Dessalines led the final assault against the remaining French forces. The Haitian charge up Vertières Hill, spearheaded by François Capois la Mort, nicknamed Death, became legendary. Even French accounts recorded their amazement as Capois continued leading his men forward after his horse was shot from under him. By day's end, French General Rochambeau had no choice but to negotiate surrender terms. Present-day impact. This final phase of the revolution changed world history. Napoleon, devastated by the loss of his most profitable colony and facing financial ruin, sold the Louisiana Territory to the United States, doubling America's size overnight. Haiti's victory inspired liberation movements throughout Latin America and sent shockwaves through slave societies across the Americas. Yet Haiti paid a terrible price for freedom. The scorched earth tactics necessary for victory devastated the country's infrastructure. More critically, Haiti's very existence threatened every slave-holding nation. France eventually extracted an independence debt of 150 million francs, equivalent to $21 billion today, that crippled Haiti's economy for over a century. The final years of the Haitian Revolution reveal an uncomfortable truth. Freedom was not granted. It was taken through strategic brilliance, unimaginable sacrifice, and unbreakable resolve. Western narratives have systematically diminished this achievement, portraying Haiti as a nation born in violence rather than liberation. This erasure serves a purpose. The complete story of Haiti's revolution offers too dangerous a template for oppressed peoples. It demonstrates that even the most powerful empire of its day could be defeated by those it deemed inferior. This is why our education systems mention Toussaint, but rarely Dessalines, why we learn about European revolutions in detail while Haiti's remains footnoted. If this history moves you, share it widely. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in reclaiming the revolutionary legacy that belongs to the diaspora. Remember, knowledge of our ancestors' triumphs isn't just about pride. It's about recognizing the blueprint for liberation they left us. The final years of Haiti's revolution remain its most powerful lesson. When unified by a just cause, no force on earth can prevent our freedom. Up next, Haitian independence, 1804 to 1805.